Picture this. It's 7 in the morning, 30 kilometers south of Cairo. The sun is just beginning to rise over the desert sands of Saqqara, casting long shadows across the oldest pyramid in Egypt, the Step Pyramid of Djoser. This isn't just any archaeological site. We're standing at the very cradle of civilization itself. For months, the team led by Christian Ziegler has been waiting for this moment. Today marks the beginning of the 14th excavation season, and this one promises to be absolutely extraordinary. But here's what makes this discovery so thrilling. Imagine you're about to open something that hasn't been touched in thousands of years. You're literally interrupting eternity itself. The team includes Jean-Pierre Adam and Marie-Françoise de Rosière, a restorer from the Louvre Museum. These aren't just archaeologists. They're time detectives about to solve mysteries that have been buried for millennia. At the entrance to the site, there's already a crowd of workers waiting to be hired. Most of them participate in this project every single year. It's like a family reunion, the same people gathering for 10 years running. They know each other, they trust each other, and they understand the sacred nature of the work they're about to undertake. The site supervisor, known as the Rise, which means the chief or the head, comes from a dynasty of archaeological supervisors. This is a profession passed down from father to son, a tradition spanning generations. Now let's talk about what happened during that very first day, because what they discovered will absolutely blow your mind. Just 1 hour after work began, the team made their first discovery. A funerary jewel, and not just any jewel. This was a stroke of pure archaeological luck. Finding one in this quality is extremely rare, and it's an excellent sign for what lies ahead. It's a pectoral, a type of jewellery worn on the chest. The team couldn't believe their eyes. This object is massive, beautifully decorated, and dates back to the Greek period, the time of Cleopatra herself. But here's the fascinating part about this pectoral. It's made of faience, which we call Egyptian ceramic. This material is incredibly fragile, with a completely non-homogeneous interior. Everything is cracked and delicate. When bringing it back to the surface, there's a real risk of seeing it completely destroyed in an instant. The decoration shows the Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection and good luck. Originally, this jewel was placed in a tomb several meters deep. But here's the mystery. It was probably extracted in ancient times by tomb robbers. They either lost it in the sands or simply abandoned it. Imagine holding in your hands something that was created thousands of years ago, stolen by ancient thieves, lost in the desert, and now rediscovered by modern archaeologists. Pay attention to this incredible detail. The site of Saqqara contains 3,000 years of ancient history, stacked more than 10 meters thick, plus 8 centuries from the medieval period. This is one of the rare places in Egypt where you can find the entire history of Egypt, right up to the Islamic era, all on this narrow site. We're talking about layer upon layer of human civilization, each one telling its own story, each one holding its own secrets. The excavation continues, and the team discovers their second major find of the day, a child's coffin. Now, this might not sound as glamorous as golden treasures, but listen to what makes this so scientifically important. These coffins are often made from small pieces of wood, maximizing every bit of available material to the fullest extent of the carpenter's or cabinet maker's possibilities. A small coffin like this can be composed of around 20 or even 30 small pieces of wood that complete the shape. The face was defined in the wood, then smoothed and worked in clay, shaped in clay. This is a modest coffin made of wood and earth, but it tells us volumes about the lives of ordinary ancient Egyptians, not just the pharaohs and queens. But the real adventure is just beginning. The team has been working on uncovering wells, vertical shafts that descend several meters into the earth, leading to tombs from the Pharaonic era. And here's an incredible archaeological principle that will amaze you. There's a kind of rule that isn't systematic, but the higher the person was in the social hierarchy, the deeper their tomb would be. Some tombs go down 22 meters. It's practically like climbing a high mountain, except you're going down into the earth. Meanwhile, the small wells of servants range from 2 to 5 meters deep, some reaching 7 meters. The land was already so full of other tombs that builders often had to dig excessively deep just to find another level where they could create a vault. Now, here's where things get really exciting. 2 hours later, the team removes a concrete slab that's been protecting one of the wells discovered during the last mission. This well descends 14 meters straight down. But they didn't just leave it open to the sky. No, there are 3 meters of sand at the bottom, a concrete slab on top, plus a grid, plus those 3 meters of sand. These are security measures against antiquities thieves. Once the sand is raised, they'll be able to descend into the tomb itself. It's 10 in the morning, and the workers have just made another new discovery. This time, it's another child's coffin, and the details are absolutely fascinating. You can see some small ankles here on the coffin. Because wood was so precious in ancient Egypt, every single piece was used to its maximum potential. The coffin was then softened with a layer of clay to smooth out the joints and create the final shape. This modest coffin of wood and earth is extremely sensitive to sunlight, which is why the team must work so carefully. What we're witnessing here is something truly extraordinary. Every single object that comes out of this ground hasn't seen daylight in thousands of years. The team isn't just finding artifacts, they're literally interrupting eternity. These mummies, these coffins, these jewels were placed there forever, meant to accompany their owners into the afterlife. And now modern archaeologists are carefully, respectfully entering that eternity to learn its secrets. The site reveals something profound about ancient Egyptian society. From the grand tombs of the elite, buried 22 meters deep, to the modest graves of servants just a few meters down, we see the entire social structure of an ancient civilization. We see their beliefs about death and the afterlife. We see their craftsmanship, their art, their daily lives. Every artifact tells a story. Every tomb is a time capsule. Marie-Françoise, who has worked in Egypt for more than 20 years, speaks Arabic and writes Arabic. She's half Egyptian herself, deeply connected to this land and its history. This isn't just academic research for her, it's personal. It's about uncovering the stories of her ancestors, of understanding how people lived, loved, died, and prepared for eternity. The excavation season has only just begun, and already the discoveries are remarkable. What other secrets lie buried beneath these ancient sands? What other stories are waiting to be told? The team will continue their work, carefully removing sand grain by grain, documenting every find, preserving every artifact. Because this is what archaeology is truly about, giving voice to the voiceless, bringing the past back to life, and ensuring that these ancient mysteries continue to inspire and educate future generations. So, what do you think about these incredible discoveries? Can you imagine what it must feel like to be the first person in thousands of years to see these ancient artifacts? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by these archaeological mysteries, make sure you're subscribed, because next time we'll take you even deeper into the secrets of ancient Egypt. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop seeking the truth hidden in our